Did you know that eating just one simple food before 8 a.m. could keep your legs younger by up to 10 extra years? And no, I'm not talking about some magic pill or an expensive supplement. I'm talking about something so basic, so familiar, that you probably walk past it every morning without even realizing its power. Here's another fact. Millions of seniors unknowingly weaken their legs every single day just by skipping this one food, or worse, starting their morning with the wrong choices that speed up muscle loss. And here's what might surprise you most of all. According to recent research, adding this one item to your breakfast can help adults over 60 preserve leg strength, enhance balance, reduce nighttime leg cramps, and slash the risk of muscle loss by up to 72%. Yet here's the heartbreaking reality. Countless older adults are silently slipping into frailty, up with walkers, wheelchairs, or losing their independence altogether. And the saddest part, they had no idea something so small could have helped stop it. Now let me ask you honestly, could you be accidentally making your legs weaker every single morning simply because you're missing this piece of the puzzle? If you're even a little curious, stay with me until the end of this video, because I'll not only reveal exactly which foods to eat first thing in the morning, but I'll also give you 5 simple breakfast combos that can help you take back control of your leg strength and your life after 60. And trust me, you'll want to hear about that last food on the list. It might just surprise you. Look at that creeping feeling of weakness in your legs. It's not something you have to accept. Just because you've celebrated a few more birthdays doesn't mean you have to resign yourself to poor balance, unsteady walking, or losing your independence. Here's the good news. This process is not only preventable, it's actually reversible. And the best part? You don't need medications. You don't need fancy exercise equipment. You don't even need to exhaust yourself with extreme workouts. It all begins with one simple habit: what you eat for breakfast. Now, I know, this may sound too basic, maybe even too familiar, but I'm here to tell you, your breakfast can either protect your legs or quietly erode them. And this is exactly what today's leading nutrition experts are warning about. Most adults over 60 are doing breakfast entirely wrong. They skip it. They replace it with coffee alone. They grab new options like white bread or processed cereal. Or worst of all, they think, I'll just eat later, and sip on plain water while their body starts running on empty. But here's the key. When your body doesn't get the right fuel first thing in the morning, it enters a catabolic mode where it literally starts breaking down its own muscle tissue to create energy. And guess which muscles your body targets first? Your leg muscles. The very ones you rely on to walk, to stand, to keep your balance, and to prevent falls. A landmark study from Tufts University revealed that older adults could regain up to 35% of their leg strength in just 8 weeks simply by eating a proper breakfast with the right foods. The best part? These foods aren't expensive, they're not exotic. You've likely seen them hundreds of times. You just haven't been combining them properly, or eating them at the right time. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 5 simple, yet incredibly effective breakfast options that science says can help preserve your leg muscles before they fade, boost leg strength, reduce painful leg cramps, and restore your balance. And at the very end of this video, I'll share one particularly unusual food, a small slice you can eat in the morning that's helped hundreds of seniors regain a sense of mobility they thought they'd lost forever. So please stick with me. If you think lost muscle can't be rebuilt, what you hear next might just change your mind. But first, before we dive in, where are you joining me from today? I'd love to know. Please leave a comment below with your city or state, and feel free to ask any questions along the way. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss any of the top health tips from Senior Health Boost. And I want to know if you're still watching right now. Type 1 in the comments. So, I know you're here with me on this journey. Now, whether you realize it or not, once you pass 60, your body begins gradually losing muscle, especially in your legs. And in just a moment, we're going to explore exactly why that happens, and how the right breakfast can help turn it around. If raw sprouts, something as simple as what you toss on a salad, can quietly harm your heart, imagine what other hidden risks could be affecting your legs and your freedom to move each day. Now, let's talk about one of the most silent, most dangerous threats to seniors' independence: sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle strength. Part 2, the hidden culprit behind falls, canes, and lost independence. Sarcopenia, one of the leading reasons why millions of older adults lose the ability to walk long distances. Why getting out of a chair feels harder. Why balance grows unsteady. And why so many eventually need a cane, a walker, or even full-time care is this: sarcopenia. Now, here's what troubles me most. Losing muscle doesn't hurt. There's no fever, no swelling, no obvious signal. It creeps in slowly, like a thief in the night. One morning your legs feel just a little heavier. Another day, stepping off a curb feels uncertain. You think to yourself, I'm just getting old. But that's not entirely true. Aging doesn't make you weak. The gradual loss of leg strength, that's what makes you weak. That's what steals your independence. According to the U.S. National Institute on Aging, adults over 60 can lose up to 33% of their leg muscle mass within just 10 years if nothing is done. And this isn't just about beauty or strength. When you lose muscle, you lose balance. Your risk of falling shoots up, your stride shortens. You shuffle, you may start dragging your feet. Blood flow deteriorates, mobility declines. And as your legs weaken, it triggers a chain reaction. Belly fat creeps in, density drops, sleep becomes restless, appetite shrinks, memory grows foggier. Worst of all, the emotional toll of being trapped inside a body that no longer cooperates. Why does it seem worse in the morning? I get asked this a lot. Here's why. After 7 to 9 hours of fasting during sleep, your body enters a prolonged low-energy state. If you don't feed it correctly first thing in the morning, it starts breaking down its own muscles, especially leg muscle for fuel. For seniors, this is even more dangerous, because muscle recovery is already slower than in your younger years. If you fail to stop this process with the right nutrition first thing in the morning, you'll unknowingly continue weakening your legs before the day even starts. And here's a critical point. Your legs contain the largest muscle groups in your body. When leg muscles decline, it doesn't just make you weaker, it throws your whole metabolism out of balance. Circulation to your legs slows down, cramping and tremors increase, tingling, numbness and coordination problems arise, making it harder to walk, climb stairs, or even stand confidently. This is why so many older adults, even those without major illnesses, gradually become sedentary and dependent on others. But even the most basic daily tasks. But here's the good news. Your body is remarkably resilient if you take action early. Even after 60, your muscles can repair themselves. You can regain strength in your legs, improve balance, prevent cramping, and most importantly, protect your independence. And it starts with what you put on your plate, especially first thing in the morning. If you begin tomorrow with the right foods, eaten at the right times, you can help restore muscle, improve circulation, and walk stronger with every step. Real-life example, meet David, age 69. David used to be a construction engineer. He traveled the U.S., scaling scaffolds, climbing hills, traversing forests, all without a second thought. Today, mornings are different. When David gets out of bed, his legs feel unfamiliar. His knees stiffen. Sometimes his feet feel numb or as heavy as lead. His first steps are slow and shaky, like trying to move a rusty machine. One morning, he caught his foot on a low step. While going out to the porch, he slipped. It wasn't a bad fall, no broken bones, but it shook him deeply, not because of the fall itself, but because it confirmed what he'd been feeling inside. He was losing something, a piece of himself. His independence, and the truth is, he had taken leg strength for granted. But here's the thing, it wasn't too late for David, and it's not too late for you, either. In the next section, we'll explore what science calls your leg muscles' natural allies. I'll show you simple breakfast options backed by research that can dramatically transform your gait, your ability to get up out of a chair, and your overall quality of life after 60. Are you ready? Let's dive into these muscle-saving superfoods coming up next. So grab your pen and paper because the first food on this list might surprise you. It's something you probably already enjoy, but are likely not using to its full potential. Now, if something as simple as spinach or pickles can quietly undermine your heart health, what about the everyday foods that could actually restore your strength? You're about to see how one man's small changes at breakfast rebuilt his legs. Step by steady step. Let me tell you about David. His story may sound familiar. It all started quietly. His wife noticed first. David, who used to walk with ease, was now moving more slowly. He rose from the couch using both hands to push off his knees. His once cheerful morning walks in the park became rare. Something had changed. Finally, after weeks of denial, David admitted it. The nighttime leg cramps were getting worse. They woke him in the middle of the night. His legs felt heavier during the day. Getting up and moving around began to feel like a chore. What was happening? His doctors ran tests. No diabetes, no arthritis. On paper, David seemed fine. But any heart doctor could tell Yugi was entering what we call the after 60 phase. That's the time when, silently but steadily, your body starts losing muscle, especially in your legs. And your legs, they're not just for walking. They carry your entire body. They keep you steady. They help you rise from your chair, get up from bed, and even stay safe on your feet. When leg muscles weaken, so does your independence. And for David, the signs were all there. But here's the part that changed everything. David decided not to accept this decline as just aging. After speaking with a nutritionist and diving into research, he discovered something many seniors never think about. What you eat in the morning can either strengthen or weaken your legs. He had been skipping breakfast for years, starting each day with nothing but black coffee on an empty stomach. It turns out that was one of the worst things he could do. Without proper nutrition, his muscles couldn't rebuild. Blood flow remained sluggish. The cramps worsened. His balance deteriorated. Determined to change, David committed to a new breakfast ritual, one designed specifically to rebuild muscle, restore circulation to his legs, and support his nervous system. 3 weeks in, the changes were undeniable. Getting out of bed felt easier. His first steps of the day felt lighter. The leg cramps disappeared. He began walking around the house again. Soon, he was back in the park, walking nearly 2 kilometers each morning without stopping. His wife smiled and told him, "It's like you've got your legs back." With a few simple tweaks to his breakfast, David regained strength, stability, and confidence without needing a cane or any special equipment. And here's the best part. You can too. You don't need perfect genetics or luck. You just need to know where to start. Now, I'm going to walk you through the exact 5 breakfast items David used. Foods that thousands of seniors are now adding to their daily routines to strengthen their legs, improve balance, and maintain independence. First up, a true power. Eggs. Nothing is easier or more effective for muscle recovery, especially in your legs, than an egg. Here's why. Eggs contain almost every amino acid your body needs for muscle growth and repair, but the real magic lies in the yolk. That golden center is rich in vitamin D, vitamin B12, choline, and a powerful nutrient called leucine, which plays a key role in triggering muscle protein synthesis process that literally rebuilds your muscles. This is especially crucial for your legs, which are among the first muscle groups to weaken after 60. In one study from the University of Illinois, seniors who ate 2 eggs every morning for 8 weeks showed notable improvements in leg strength and daily independence. But that's not all. Eggs also boost your neuromuscular system, the vital connection between your nerves and muscles, improving balance, walking, control, and reducing your risk of falls. And as any heart doctor will tell you, preventing falls is one of the most critical factors in protecting your heart and your life after. 60 eggs provide vitamin B12 to protect your nerves' myelin sheaths. Think of them as the insulation that keeps your nerve signals fast and accurate. A highly absorbable form of iron to enhance blood circulation and oxygen delivery to your leg muscles. Many seniors have low iron levels, another silent factor that contributes to weak legs and sluggish energy. Down. Here's the key. Eat the whole egg. Don't skip the yolk. It's where most of the muscle-supporting nutrients live. For best results, enjoy eggs within 30 to 60 minutes after waking up. A hard-boiled egg works great. It keeps the nutrients intact and avoids added fat. Want variety? Try a quick scramble with spinach or tomatoes. Both are packed with antioxidants and magnesium, excellent for supporting your lower body muscles. 1 egg a day is more than just breakfast. It's your first line of defense against the gradual weakening of your leg muscles. And if you commit to it for 30 days, you'll likely feel a difference. Fewer cramps, stronger legs, and perhaps most importantly, the ability to rise from your chair without reaching for the armrest. Second, oatmeal topped with chia seeds. If eggs fuel your muscles, oatmeal provides the sustained energy they need to perform all morning long. And when you add chia seeds, this simple combo becomes a powerful tool for leg strength, blood flow, and cramp prevention. How does it work? Oatmeal is packed with complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly, keeping your muscles fueled without the blood sugar crashes that can leave your legs weak and shaky. Meanwhile, chia seeds deliver magnesium, potassium, and omega-3 fatty acids, a trio of nutrients that prevent leg cramps, support muscle relaxation, improve circulation, and help rebuild muscle tissue. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds provides 95 milligrams of magnesium, nearly 25% of the daily requirement for seniors, 115 milligrams of potassium, a significant dose of omega-3s, how for anti-inflammatory support. Remember, muscle cramps aren't just about stretching, they're often linked to electrolyte imbalances. And chia seeds help correct that imbalance naturally. They also provide fiber, which stabilizes blood sugar and supports gut health, key for nutrient absorption. David's simple morning ritual. He stirs 1 tablespoon of chia seeds into his warm oatmeal, lets it sit for a few minutes so the seeds absorb liquid and become gel-like, and enjoys it with a sprinkle of cinnamon or fresh berries. Within 2 weeks of adding this habit, he noticed fewer nighttime leg cramps, better stamina on his morning walks, and a surprising sense of lightness in his legs. When you pair whole eggs with oatmeal and chia seeds, you give your legs the exact building blocks they need: protein, energy, electrolytes, and anti-inflammatory support. But we're just getting started. In the next part, I'll show you the third item David used, an ingredient that boosts circulation in your legs like few other foods can. If you're still with me, I'm so glad you care about your health. Please type number 2 in the comments so I know you're here. And stay tuned, because the next section will reveal one of the most underrated leg-supporting foods you can add to your breakfast today. If oatmeal and chia provide a solid nutritional foundation for your morning, the next addition is a natural powerhouse that ensures your muscles stay hydrated, nourished, and ready to move. The humble banana. Bananas, often called nature's electrolyte pill for seniors, truly live up to the title. They're one of the simplest, most effective ways to help prevent leg cramps, improve circulation, support healthy muscle contractions, and maintain strong legs, especially vital for those of us over 60. Why do bananas work so well? Timing and content. When you wake up, your body is usually depleted of key minerals after a night of rest. Eating a banana in the morning is like giving your muscles an instant recharge. A single medium banana contains about 400 milligrams of potassium, which provides roughly 10% of your daily needs. And potassium is crucial. It's the mineral that helps maintain the electrical charge across muscle cell membranes, allowing your muscles to contract and relax smoothly. Without enough potassium, muscles are prone to misfiring or spasms. What leads to nighttime leg cramps, or that annoying twitching in your legs when you try to relax? Sound familiar? For many seniors, it's a daily struggle, particularly for those on diuretics or medications that affect mineral absorption. In fact, a Harvard University study found that older adults who regularly ate bananas were 33% less likely to experience leg cramps than those who lacked potassium-rich foods in their diets. That's a remarkable difference from such a simple daily habit. But the benefits of bananas don't stop at potassium. They also contain a healthy dose of vitamin B6, which is essential for nerve communication. Think of B6 as the bridge between your brain and your leg muscles. When this communication is clear and strong, your balance and coordination improve, making it safer and easier to walk, climb stairs, and stay active. Now, a word of caution: bananas aren't for everyone. If you have type 2 diabetes, are carefully managing your blood sugar, or have chronic kidney disease, too much potassium can be dangerous. It can lead to blood sugar spikes, or even irregular heartbeats in some cases. For those situations, a smaller banana, preferably one that is slightly underripe, is the better choice. Slightly green bananas have less sugar and more resistant starch, which digests slowly, keeping blood glucose stable. And here's one more tip: timing matters. The best time to eat your banana is right after your main breakfast, not on an empty stomach. This prevents blood sugar spikes and allows your body to better absorb and utilize the potassium. Seniors who follow this simple practice, starting their day with oatmeal, chia seeds, and a banana, often report reduced frequency and intensity of leg cramps, improve stamina when standing or walking better, balance and less fear of falling, more energy throughout the day. And one final note about chia seeds, the ingredient we mentioned earlier, which pairs beautifully with bananas in a morning routine. Chia seeds add omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, potassium, and magnesium, all key players in muscle contraction, nerve function, and hydration. Together, chia and banana form a powerful duo. The magnesium in chia helps relax smooth muscle fibers, perfect for seniors who experience stiffness after walking or standing for long periods, and the potassium in bananas ensures that oxygen and nutrients reach every small, often neglected muscle in your lower body. How to build this into your routine? Simple. Mix 3 tablespoons of rolled oats with water or nut-based milk. Cook until tender. Add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds and stir. For natural sweetness and an antioxidant boost, top with banana slices or a handful of blueberries. Enjoy warm, ideally within an hour of waking. Seniors who make this small change consistently tell us that they feel more balanced when standing or climbing stairs. Leg discomfort during the day diminishes. Nighttime leg cramps fade or disappear altogether. A powerful sign that their muscles are finally getting the support they need to recover and function well. And that's the beauty of this breakfast. It's not just about eating healthy, it's about giving your body the precise tools it needs to stay strong, independent, and active well beyond 60. Oatmeal, chia seeds, and bananas create a foundation for muscle resilience and whole body energy. Now that we've explored this dynamic morning combination, what about your next steps? If you're wondering which other foods can further strengthen your legs and improve your heart health as you age, you won't want to miss the next part of this video, because what you eat for lunch and dinner matters just as much. And I'll show you exactly what to focus on next to keep your legs strong, cramp-free, and moving with confidence. So, stay with me, we're just getting started. You've just seen how a simple banana can guard your muscles and help maintain your strength. Now, let's build on that momentum with another powerful breakfast one that not only supports muscle recovery but also protects your overall leg health in ways most seniors overlook. The fourth breakfast item, Greek yogurt, is one of the smartest morning choices for protecting your legs against the invisible yet relentless muscle loss that creeps in with age. Compared to regular yogurt, Greek yogurt offers nearly double the protein and a rich, creamy texture, thanks to its triple filtration process that removes most of the liquid. But why does this matter so much, especially for those of us over 60? Because when you sleep, your body naturally shifts into a catabolic state, breaking down muscle tissue for energy. And as we age, hormonal and metabolic changes make it even harder for the body to rebuild that muscle. If you don't fuel yourself with the right type of protein first thing in the morning, that loss will continue, especially in your legs, which are already vulnerable due to decreased activity, circulation issues, and changing hormones. Greek yogurt offers the perfect solution. A single 170-gram serving contains around 17 grams of high-quality protein, plus leucine, an essential amino acid that directly triggers muscle protein synthesis. Think of leucine as a switch. When flipped on, it signals your body to start building and repairing muscle tissue. Without it, your legs can't fully recover from the daily strain they experience, whether it's walking, climbing stairs, or simply standing. But that's not all. Greek yogurt is also packed with calcium and vitamin D nutrients that strengthen bones and improve neuromuscular coordination. This is crucial for better balance and smoother movement, helping you walk with more ease and stability. And here's an added bonus many overlook: the probiotics in Greek yogurt. These beneficial bacteria don't just aid digestion, they also enhance nutrient absorption and reduce chronic inflammation. That improves circulation helps deliver more oxygen and nutrients to your leg muscles, supporting endurance and reducing stiffness. In fact, a study from Maastricht University in the Netherlands found that older adults who consumed 20 grams of casein protein found in Greek yogurt each morning, combined with light exercise, saw noticeable improvements in leg strength in just 6 weeks. They also reported fewer nighttime leg cramps and better balance. Now, Greek yogurt isn't for everyone. If you're lactose intolerant or sensitive to dairy, look for lactose-free options. Goat or sheep milk yogurts are also easier on digestion for many seniors. But whichever version you choose, steer clear of sugar-laden store brands and artificial flavors. Excess sugar can trigger inflammation, disrupt muscle recovery, and spike blood sugar problems no one over 60 needs. For best results, enjoy your Greek yogurt within an hour of waking, or about 30 minutes after light morning activity. To supercharge its benefits, top it with unsweetened berries, cinnamon, or chia seeds for added antioxidants and fiber. This small habit can go a long way toward helping you feel more energized, steady, and ready to take on your day. Number 5. Pan-seared salmon. If you want to significantly improve muscle recovery and leg strength after 60, make sure to include salmon or other fatty fish, like mackerel or sardines, at least twice a week for breakfast. Why? Because these fish are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These two compounds deliver a powerhouse of benefits. They improve insulin sensitivity, reduce muscle inflammation, and enhance the body's ability to absorb and utilize protein in muscle tissue. In short, they help your muscles rebuild faster and stronger after use. Omega-3s also help counteract the natural muscle atrophy that accelerates with age. Without them, it becomes much harder to maintain the leg strength you need for balance, mobility, and fall prevention, and the science is clear. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate 2 servings of fatty fish per week maintained 27% more leg muscle mass than those who either consumed only red meat or no fish at all. Imagine that, more than a quarter more muscle preserved just from adding fish to your weekly meals. Preparing salmon for breakfast is simpler than you might think. Pan-searing a fillet in olive oil with a pinch of sea salt and your favorite herbs takes just minutes. Pair it with scrambled eggs or a side of greens, and you've got a nutrient-dense meal that supports leg health, heart health, and cognitive function all at once. And don't underestimate the cumulative impact. Regularly consuming omega-3 South not only helps keep your muscles strong, but also improves circulation, supports joint flexibility, and helps reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. Another critical factor in maintaining overall mobility and vitality after 60? Of course, if salmon isn't your favorite, mackerel, sardines, and trout offer similar benefits. Just be mindful of preparation. Avoid heavy sauces or deep frying, which can counteract the healthy fats you're aiming to consume. In summary, let's quickly recap the 5 leg-saving breakfast foods we've covered. Eggs provide high-quality protein and essential vitamins like D and B12, helping repair muscle tissue and protect nerve function. Bananas, a fantastic source of potassium and magnesium, key minerals for preventing cramps and supporting smooth muscle function. Nuts and seeds, rich in magnesium, potassium, protein, and healthy fats to improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and aid muscle repair. Greek yogurt supplies slow-digesting protein, calcium, vitamin D, and probiotics to strengthen muscle, bones, and improve balance. Fatty fish like salmon delivers essential omega-3 South that rebuild muscle, lower inflammation, and help preserve leg strength long-term. Remember, consistency is the key. You don't need to eat all 5 foods every day, but by rotating them into your breakfast routine throughout the week, you'll nourish your muscles, support nerve function, and reduce the risk of debilitating leg cramps and weakness. If you've found today's tips helpful, please take a moment to hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow and allows us to bring you even more life-changing content. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Boost and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest health insights tailored for your needs. Finally, I'd love to hear from you. Which of today's 5 foods will you start adding to your breakfast? Have you already noticed improvements in your leg strength and mobility? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story could inspire and help someone else on their journey. Until next time, stay strong, stay steady, and keep nourishing your body one smart choice at a time. As we just explored, adding fatty fish like salmon to your diet isn't just about getting protein. It's about fueling your body with the nutrients that directly protect your ability to walk, balance, and live life on your own terms. Now let's take a closer look at exactly why salmon is such a powerful ally for your legs and your longevity. When researchers studied seniors who added salmon or omega-3 rich fish to their diets regularly, they didn't just see stronger muscles. They saw something even more remarkable: improved walking ability, better balance, and a 36% reduced risk of dangerous falls caused by leg weakness. But how exactly does this happen? It starts deep within your cells. Chronic inflammation, that silent, harmful force, gradually eats away at your muscle strength, especially in your legs. You don't always feel it happening, but slowly, the legs begin to tire faster, balance becomes shakier, and the risk of falling rises. Omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon work like a natural anti-inflammatory shield. They help calm this internal storm, allowing your muscle fibers to regenerate, stay strong, and coordinate more effectively with your brain. And that's not all. Salmon is also packed with highly digestible protein, about 20 grams per 100 grams of cooked fish. That means with every delicious bite, you're giving your body the building blocks it needs to repair and strengthen muscle tissue, especially in the lower body, where we rely on it most for standing, walking, and balance. Additionally, salmon provides two crucial vitamins, B12 and D. Vitamin B12 supports neuromuscular transmission, helping your nerves send signals to your muscles faster and more efficiently so they contract smoothly when you move. And vitamin D strengthens bones and muscle coordination, both critical factors in preventing instability and falls. Now, how should you prepare it? The simplest and most delicious way is to pan-sear fresh salmon in extra virgin olive oil for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side until it's perfectly tender. Pair it with roasted sweet potatoes, steamed vegetables, or a few slices of avocado for a balanced type protein high mineral meal. If mornings are busy, or you don't always have time to cook, opt for a slice of unsweetened smoked salmon, or consider a premium fish oil supplement. But remember, most nutritionists agree, whenever possible, whole foods always beat supplements for delivering real, synergistic nutrition. A quick note: if you've struggled with fat digestion, fatty liver, or high cholesterol, start slowly. Eat salmon early in the day when your stomach is more ready to handle fats, and use smaller portions at first. Baked or steamed fish is also gentler than fried. If you notice bloating or sluggish digestion, scale back to once per week and talk to your doctor about adding digestive enzymes to help. Remember, fatty fish like salmon don't just feed your muscles. They act like natural lubricants, keeping your tissues supple and helping your legs fight off the quiet muscle degeneration that sneaks in with age. No matter how old you are, even one serving of salmon for breakfast once a week is a wise investment in your ability to walk with confidence and stability for years to come. Now, what about the simple dish I promised to reveal? One that can be prepared in minutes, but offers profound benefits for leg circulation and balance. It's none other than steamed sweet potatoes topped with natural mineral salt. At first glance, this may sound too simple to be powerful, but simplicity is often where nature hides its best gifts. After a night of fasting and rest, your muscles, especially in your legs, wake up depleted. Their glycogen stores, the energy that powers muscle movement, need replenishment. Sweet potatoes provide a steady stream of complex carbohydrates to refuel those stores without spiking your blood sugar. In fact, the type of starch found in sweet potatoes releases energy slowly and evenly, protecting your muscles from fatigue, cramping, and the dull aches that often plague the legs when they aren't properly fueled. But the benefits don't stop there. Sweet potatoes are also loaded with potassium, magnesium, manganese, and vitamin C, a powerhouse combination of nutrients that improves blood flow to your legs, balances nerve impulses, and helps prevent electrolyte-driven muscle weakness. Magnesium, in particular, is often called the muscle relaxation mineral. It calms cramps, eases stiffness, and supports better balance as you move through your day. And what about the salt? Not all salts are created equal. Regular table salt is stripped and refined, but Celtic sea salt, a natural, unprocessed sea salt, contains over 80 trace minerals that your muscles need to contract smoothly and avoid cramping. Unlike refined salt, Celtic salt doesn't spike blood pressure. Instead, it helps stabilize fluid balance inside your muscle tissue, supports healthy nerve signaling, and helps your muscles regenerate faster after activity. In fact, a study from the French Institute of Mineral Nutrition found that older adults who ate a high-fiber breakfast that included sweet potatoes and trace mineral-rich sea salt saw a 41% improvement in balance and nearly 50% fewer falls over a 90-day period. How to use it? It couldn't be easier. Steam half of a sweet potato until soft and warm. Lightly sprinkle it with Celtic sea salt. Eat it about 10 minutes before your main breakfast. After sipping a glass of warm water, this timing helps stabilize blood sugar for the morning and supports optimal mineral absorption. When done consistently, even for just 1 week, many seniors report lighter steps, fewer cramps, reduced numbness, and greater ease when standing up or walking across a room. Most people overlook the power of this simple breakfast, but for those over 60, it can quietly become a daily ally in preserving one of the greatest gifts of aging well: the ability to move freely and independently. And here's one more layer to this morning routine. The right movement practices, Yes, the right nutrients matter, but daily habits that strengthen and protect your legs are just as vital. Consider adding these 2 simple steps each morning. Step 1. Start your day with a glass of warm water mixed with a pinch of Celtic or Himalayan salt. Overnight, your body loses water and electrolytes, leaving your legs prone to stiffness and cramping in the morning. This quick drink restores electrolyte balance and kickstarts circulation. Step 2. Perform a simple 3-minute balance and leg activation exercise. Stand tall. Lift 1 foot 2 to 4 inches off the floor and hold for 10 seconds. Switch legs. Repeat 5 rounds per side. No equipment needed, just your body. This strengthens your leg muscles, improves proprioception, your sense of balance, and helps prevent the most common cause of falls, unsteady footing upon rising. These 2 steps, combined with a smart breakfast and weekly salmon, can make a world of difference. Now, you might be wondering, what other foods should you avoid to protect your legs and circulation? That's exactly what we'll explore in the next section, so stay with me because the next food might be sitting in your fridge right now, and it could be quietly undermining all your hard work. The last thing we discussed was how 5 simple morning habits can help you take back control of your leg strength and mobility. Now, let's bring it all together with one clear message. Your legs are the foundation of your freedom. Protect them with every choice you make. Think about this. Every single morning offers you a decision point. Will today be another small step towards stronger, steadier legs? Or will today be a day when neglect and small, easy mistakes chip away at your independence? And it's not about doing something extreme. In fact, it's about small, consistent actions that compound over time, like the ones you just learned. Let's recap quickly. First, the 5 morning movements and habits. Gently working your ankles, calves, thighs, and hips that tend to lose strength fastest with age. Taking 3 deep breaths and easing out of bed slowly instead of rushing and risking dizziness or a fall. Getting 5 minutes of early sunlight to naturally stimulate vitamin D production, strengthening bones and improving balance. Having a small, muscle-supporting breakfast to prevent catabolism like a sweet potato, a boiled egg, or oatmeal. And doing all of this every day with intention and consistency. Second, we covered 5 leg-strengthening foods backed by science. Foods that restore blood flow, support nerve health, and stop the muscle wasting process. Foods that help you regain balance and reduce those moments of instability. Foods that promote circulation, helping you stand and walk with confidence again. Third, we revealed one small yet powerful morning ingredient: cooked sweet potatoes, with a pinch of natural mineral salt that kickstarts your muscular, neural, and skeletal systems first thing in the morning. These are not just meals or motions anymore. They are pieces of your leg recovery blueprint, a sustainable, proven way to help your legs stay strong, stable, and free. And here's a thought to reflect on tomorrow morning when you take your first bite of breakfast. When you take that first step out of bed, ask yourself, am I giving my legs what they need to thrive today? Or am I unknowingly letting age chip away at my freedom and independence? Because with aging, what you do not do often matters just as much as what you do. And speaking of what not to do, this brings me to a very important note. In my next video, we'll cover 3 common breakfast foods that many seniors think are healthy, but which can actually increase cramps and leg numbness, weaken muscle tone, interfere with the healing process you're trying so hard to support. I see this mistake happen constantly, and all the hard work you're putting in can be undone just because of a poor breakfast choice. So don't miss the next video, where I'll help you protect your progress and avoid sabotaging your legs with the wrong foods. Remember, the hospital is not where your health care begins. It begins at 7 a.m. in your kitchen. That very first choice each morning matters deeply. So here's my question for you. I'd love you to answer in the comments. If you could only choose one food tomorrow morning to protect your legs, what would it be? Your comment might be exactly what another senior needs to read today, so please share your answer below. If you found this video helpful, please like this video. It helps us reach more people who need this information. Subscribe to Senior Health Boost and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Share this video with a loved one who's working to regain their strength and independence too. Your legs are your freedom. As long as you can walk with strength, you are fully living life. Thank you for staying with me all the way to the end of this video. I truly hope these tips and insights will serve you well on your personal path to better health when it comes to protecting your legs' strength, stability, and freedom after 60. And I promise we're not done yet. In our upcoming videos here on Senior Health Boost, we'll continue to uncover the hidden truths about aging and your legs, truths that most people simply don't talk about, that you deserve to know. Until then, stay strong, stay steady, and take that first step tomorrow morning with purpose. See you in the next video.